Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from around the world, especially all my Omniacs, and welcome to Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Traders, this video is being filmed on a weekend, the very weekend that I'm going up to New York City, and I will run my shop from there. Videos will be the same, Omnis will be the same, everything will be the same, except for that my family thinks we're going on vacation, so shh, don't tell them. As far as I'm concerned, vacation means working from another location, so that's what I'm going to do, even though my family's going to have some fun. So I'm heading up to New York City. Traders, one of the things that we have not done for you yet here, my traders that watch me on YouTube and my Omniacs from around the world, is I've never quite shown you or given you a tour of the facilities, all the technology that we use to bring you the entire Omni universe, the trading, the analyzing, everything that we do, the classrooms. We've never really shown you these premises, and traders, this is absolutely Wall Street in Vegas. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you a video that we've put together. We actually used it as a TV show on our local TV show here in Vegas, and it's basically going to be a tour of our entire facilities, what we do to bring this presentation to you. So traders, again, I'll be in New York City. I'll be live from there with you, trading, analyzing, and doing my videos. But I am heading up there, and you'll see me again on Monday night or Tuesday from New York City. So enjoy your weekend and enjoy this video, traders. Take a look. Good afternoon, good evening, traders from lovely Las Vegas, and welcome to episode 2. It's our second show of a series here. The series is Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. In these shows, we teach you the insider tricks and techniques that I have learned down on Wall Street, where I've spent 29 years. Our first episode, we showed you, I put on the board behind me a swing day and showed you how to use that. That swing day is a very professional technique that us insiders use constantly down on the exchanges to gauge market movement. In this show, today, this weekend on Sunday morning, I'm going to teach you about the bull flags and the bear flags and how to use them. It's another fantastic technique. You will love this. You will see them happen often, and I will teach you how to use them. But traders, before we go there, I wanted to talk to you about this. First of all, a round of applause to you traders from Las Vegas. Thank you so much for watching my last show. Thousands of you tuned in, and I received lots of letters. And in some of those letters, you guys were very, very thankful, but some of you, I thought, were quite skeptical. And I can understand you being skeptical, because in this business there are a lot of people that have a good game of talk, but they're not very good at analyzing markets. So what I thought I would show you today is our facility, where we trade from, where our equipment is. We have some of the most sophisticated equipment you will ever see, and I want to show that to you. Now traders, in here you're going to see an electronic facility. I started building electronic facilities back in 1990, and I brought them to the exchange, and the exchange looked at me like I was a nut, some kind of kook. What do you mean electronics, Oscar? We're going to be pit trading forever. Well, I built another electronic exchange or electronic office in the year 2000. That one caught some attention. By the year 2005, it exploded. All that technology that I use now to call the omnis, to call the markets, to teach you these techniques, all the power I learned about these techniques down on Wall Street, I am going to share them with you. But I want you to be convinced and be happy that we are Wall Street right here in Vegas, and we've brought that to you. So you come with me on a tour through our facility, and I assure you, by the time we're done, you will absolutely feel secure that you are with the right guy who's going to teach you how to get these techniques correctly. And if you get that right, you should end up being a very good technical analyst. Traders, follow me on my journey. So traders, you've had a look at the outside of the Omni Complex. Now it's time to show you where this all happens. This is where the magic takes place. In this office, as you'll see as we go through, a lot of my staff is here to help me out. Right here we have George. George, where are you from?
I'm from Boston.
George from Boston, he is our researcher, part of our research department. George, thank you for being here. He does a great job for us whenever we need something researched that's a little bit bigger than just technical analysis. George is all over it. Thank you, George. Next over here, we have our fine friend. This is a good friend of mine that I brought into the business about 3 years ago. We tried to get together. The next thing you knew, we ended up having a little marriage here. Joe Nelson, say hello to the camera.
Hello, everybody.
Joe Nelson's our account executive here on the premises. He does a lot of work with me in advertising and, of course, keeping our clients happy. Joe, thank you for everything that you do. LaQuisha, turn around and say hello to the world.
Hey, everybody.
LaQuisha helps us out with our web design. She helps us out with our internet, with our site. She's doing a great job. She works with Jeff. Then over here we have this handsome young fellow. This is Mike Sedaros, Series 22, better known for you Omniacs. And he does all of the graphic editing. He does most of our filming. I've had him edit, I don't know, 1,000 videos already. This guy can do anything. He helps us present these videos to you. So this is the part of the office that they sit in, and that's my support staff. If you'll follow me, I'll show you my little laboratory here. This is where I like to have my fun. And, well, thank you. Cup of tea. Come on in, let's show everybody what we got going on. This is my helm, you know, this is the Starship Enterprise as far as I'm concerned, and I'm Captain Kirk when I'm sitting here. And this is what happens during the day. It's what makes it exciting for you fans that are right here in Vegas, you traders, because you can actually come to this office and sit with us and join us on our journey each day. What you're looking at is a chart. It's a graph. You know, I have all sorts of graphs that I use to help illustrate where markets will go next. So you have graphs here, I have graphs here, I have live quotes coming in from every direction. In fact, if I just lower this down a little bit, you'll see that there's a whole entire quote board back here, plus many levels of charts. A chart behind this chart, you lower this chart, you'll find another one. You lower that, you'll find another. So we never stop with our analysis. It's a big part of what we do here. And technical analysis will always tell you where a market is going to go next. Behind that is a huge quote board. This has about 75 quotes on it. Every commodity out there that's worth trading, that's got volume, that the world likes to play with, we watch that via this board. Then, of course, we pull these charts back up, and then we see how the graphs make sense with the tickers that we're looking at. And we do a lot of things like drawing trend lines and all sorts of esoteric, you know, we'll do point and figures. We do all sorts of great things here. We'll do a head and shoulders formation if that's what calls for next week's trading or tomorrow's trading. So this is where I sit and I instruct my Omniacs. Now here's where it gets interesting. What you're looking at here is a live shot of me on this camera right here. Everyone that works with me, all my Omniacs as I call them, they're sitting in this chat room and they're able to watch me as I do my work. And if I flick this little switch, it's a foot switch, the light turns red, the on-air sign comes on, and boom, I am now live and all the Omniacs around the world can hear me. What's interesting about that is if I'm teaching a technique and they have a question, they simply type the question here and I can answer back by speaking back to them and or typing. So it's really exciting what happens here throughout the day. Traders, this is real, this is live, this is what we do. This is 29 years working down on Wall Street. Here it all sits. This is no infomercial. If you want to learn how to get this right, you sit here with me because I am here 24 hours a day staring at this stuff, making sure that you traders get these techniques correctly as we have learned them down on the trading pits in New York City. So, you see a little bit of what we got going on here. These screens go all the way around me. Over here I got a quote machine. Here there's another quote machine. Over here I watch all the stocks that you can think of, the most active stocks in the world. During the day I'll put this on, and what you'll notice right here is you'll see that there's a ticker board, and this ticker board has all the stocks that are thick volume at this moment in time. So I keep my eye on the stocks, I keep my eye on the commodities, I keep my eye on the charts, and the world has their eye on me, and I want you to be part of that world so I can teach you how to get this right. Traders, follow me because it doesn't end here. When I'm done sitting here, I also, a few times throughout the year, 4 or 5 times throughout the year, I hold something called Omni Camp. Omni Camp allows my Omniacs, these people here in this chat room, to come to Vegas and spend 4 days up in a classroom with me. And I'm going to show you that classroom next because it's pretty exciting. So follow me and I'll show you exactly what we got going on here. Hello, sir. May I help you?
Oh, hi. Good day, sir. My name is Mike, and we are conducting a survey on traders. The survey is about stops. Do you use stops?
Get out of here. We don't use stops in this industry.
No stops.
We don't need no stinking stops. In fact, get off my property. I don't speak to anybody who uses stops. Get out of here. Forgot to use my stops. So of course you've seen where I sit, and you've seen my wonderful staff and our great office. This place is a great place to trade from. Follow me, because we're going to go upstairs now, where we have a whole different setup. It's all part of what goes on here. And here it is, second level to the office. For you Omniacs that have always wondered what this place looks like, rock and roll, baby, here it is, the Omni Compound. Here is Omni Camp. This is our classroom. If you don't mind, if you'll show everybody a quick view of what it looks like in here. Each and every one of these computers are all hooked up centrally together to one brain. That brain goes behind my desk here, my podium, and then I can put any of my students' work up on that big screen behind me or off to the screen to the left over there. So our Omniac students, the classes that we hold, it's called the Omni Camp. So for our Omni Campers, they spend 4 days locked in this room with me, and I am here, sitting here with these traders, illustrating everything about trading that I've ever learned in my 29 years. It goes up on the board behind me, it goes on the computers in front of them, and I teach them great techniques that us insiders have learned down on Wall Street, and we don't like to share these techniques. But I am different. I love to share these techniques with my Omniacs because I think you need an edge. And that edge comes from a guy who's been on Wall Street for 29 years and is willing to offer it to you, and basically for free. That's what I'm giving you in these classes and in our weekly show here on MyLV TV. So, here's the Omni Camp. We spent 4 days together in here, but the Omni Camp has another room, so if you'll indulge me, over here, what you'll find, first of all, you're looking at a wall. On this wall are sayings and phrases and mentality, a way to look at the markets, proper mentality for trading. These are rules that I have come up with over the past 29 years. I have tried these rules for myself thousands of times over, and let me tell you, after enough of this, I have found that some of these rules will save your account, will save your trading life. You know, I will never impulse trade. I will never ride an error. You know, these are simple things that most traders don't recognize, and when you come to OmniCamp, you will learn about all of these. I have hundreds and hundreds of these to go with the analysis that we teach on these computers, to go with the mentality, to go with the whole trading package. So when you've come to one of my OmniCamps, I also pull you into my past, and this is a great area right here. What happens in this room is really exciting. My OmniCamp has come to this room, and after we spend some time using pencil and paper and me showing them exactly how to chart the markets without technology, then I bring them into this room. This is an actual replica of the trading floor that I worked on, and in fact, I know all these guys. I've worked with these guys for 29 years, most of them. And on the trading floor, things were extremely chaotic. You thought of an order, you called your broker who called the trading floor called the clerk ran all the way over to one of these guys who started to scream and yell, 6 bid at 7, and he would scream and yell and try to get your order filled. But today, 2011, you simply go to your computer and you go type, enter, filled, done. So, the chaos has been removed from our trading, but I teach my Omniacs how to survive in that chaotic environment, and then when I take them to the computer aids, they recognize what they learned from here makes them realize that the chaos that happened here, if you could still trade back then, you can trade much better today, because the insanity is gone, and quite frankly, a lot of the crooks, and that's what a lot of these guys were down on the trading floor, and I'm not pointing to anyone individually, but as a whole, a lot of the crooks on the trading floor have been removed from the trading industry. What does that mean? That means your idea and your fill matches some other guy in another country with his idea and his fill, and it's evenly matched like that. The level playing field is what I teach my Omniacs what to use the analysis on, and the fact that it is a level playing field has made the analysis work better today than it ever has in my 29 years of trading. Now, so you see the ring room, if you want to give them a quick showing, and then I'm going to take you to something very exciting. What comes next is this. I'm going to take you into the room where I give lessons, and in this class, or in this show for this Sunday, I'm going to give you a lesson just like I did in last week's show. So let me bring you into my recording room now, into my little studio, and show you what that lesson is. Hey traders, so here is where I get on stage every day, and I stand in front of the camera that's facing me right now, and I give you an absolute, well, let's call it this. I give you a lesson that you would never really get from a Wall Street insider, because most Wall Street insiders keep this stuff to themselves. On this whiteboard, in every single show, every Sunday, I'm going to teach you a technique that is going to really help you analyze markets and figure out where the market's going next. So what I'm going to do right now is say this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, especially you traders from lovely Las Vegas. Here's what we have in tonight's video. This lesson will be a short lesson because I wanted to show you the entire Omni Camp. I wanted to show you everything, our facility, and I wanted you to realize that we are real and we are serious at what we do here. Traders, on my board, right here, the last show I did for you was a week ago. Last week's show featured the swing day formation, and I explained to you what the swing day is and how to use it. So you know about the swing day. Let's move forward 1 week. That would be today. We are looking at, on May 22nd, we are looking at the bull and bear flag, and this is what they look like. Bull flags sort of look like a flag, like there's a flagpole and then the flag is flying. And the bear flag looks like the opposite. The flagpole goes down and then the flag flies from the bottom upwards. What normally will happen is this. And traders, this bull and bear flag technique is a wonderful technique that will really help you. So pay attention, you technical analysts out there. You will really appreciate the both of these. So in a bull market, let's say you have a market moving up, and then suddenly it comes in here and it fills this area in. That is what we call a bull flag, and what you expect next is a breakout towards the upside. The other side of the token is this, the bear flag. Let's say the market was coming down, and suddenly it starts moving slightly sideways to a little bit up. While it consolidates in this area, that is your bear flag, and you would expect the market to break down. Traders, bull and bear flags work really well. If you don't know how to use them, simply come on down to livewithoscar.com, hop into the trading rooms that I just showed you a few moments ago, and speak to me about that. I'll be more than happy to teach you. You locals from here in Vegas, you have access to me. Call me and come on down to the office. I'd be more than happy to teach you the techniques that are on the board behind me. Traders, here's what I'm going to do next. I know I showed you a quick illustration here, but I want to make this much clearer for you. So when I slap a chart up on my board that looks like this, this is what I'm referring to with the bear flag. We'll start with the bear flag. This is the dollar index. This is what I'm talking about. When a market's dropping lower, then puts in a rally and consolidates, that is your bear flag formation, and the drop is your end result. Now look what happened coming out of the bear flag. We dropped all the way down to here. Bear flags work well. Another bear flag develops, right? It goes all the way down. What happens after we come out of the bear flag? We drop all the way down to here. Traders, this was 200 points in the dollar index. It might look small to you, but that's a big trade. So that's what your bear flag looks like, right? Now let's look at this, the euro currency. The exact opposite of the bear flag is the bull flag. Now, as you can see, the same formation, only opposite looking. This one actually looks like a flag with a sideways pole, and then the flag is flying. You expect a breakout towards the upside when you come out of a bull flag. Boom, breakout to the upside. Another bull flag, breakout to the upside. That was a big breakout. Another bull flag and breakout towards the upside. So you've seen bear flags and you've seen bull flags, right? let's take a look at something else now. So you've seen them on the dollar and the euro currency, but they work in commodities as well. Now you are looking at the wheat, and here is a well-defined bear flag, and look at how well that bear flag worked, traders. You had the flag as soon as you broke out. Look at the size of the move that ensued. Bear flags work really, really well. Let's look at another chart. Soybeans, traders, we have both a bull flag, and if you'll recognize, the flagpole was first created, then the sideways consolidation, and look at the big rally that took place, right? It actually turned into another flag right here, and another big breakout. So now we have the bull flag, and you see how well it worked. There's a bear flag on the very same chart. Now here is what's interesting. I am filming this video. You will not see it for a few days, but in this class, or I should say in today's show, I want to say something to you. Here is where we are in May soybeans right now, as of May 16, 2011. This is called the bear flag. By the time you see this video, you should have dropped in the soybeans from this bear flag. What do I mean by that? Let's blow this up for you a little bit more. Traders, we are trading right now at about between 1335 and 1350. That would be the top of the bear flag. We expect that in the next few days, or by the time you see this video, the soybeans has come up, touched the top of the bear flag, turned around, and broke down and ends up down here somewhere. By the time you watch this video, soybeans should have dropped lower than 1350 and head down into the 1320 area, maybe even as low as 1290. That's where the projection comes from the bear flag. Traders, this is a great lesson. This is the second lesson that you've gotten in my weekly show. Last week's lesson was the swing day. This week's lesson is the bull and bear flags. Please learn those flags and live them so that you understand how to chart the markets. So traders, there you go. That's this week's lesson. I am telling you that bull and bear flags work really well. I want you to use them. If you do not recognize how to use them, or if you are confused even slightly, come to my chat room. Come to livewithoscar.com. Join me in my free chat rooms and ask me how to help you. Ask me what you need to know, and I will help you out with this. All right, traders, so usually in my classes and my 730 YouTube videos, I will spend a half an hour in front of this whiteboard, chart after chart, teaching you techniques. But in this video, or this show for this week, I thought that I would change things up and show you the Omni Compound. So you've seen the helm where I love to sit all day, right? And I'm there 24 hours a day. You've seen my support staff area. You've been up to my Omni Camp, and you've been into my room where I film my videos, right? The studio, where we are now. I'd like to take you next on a journey. I'm going to take you back out of the office into our green screen room. We have another room where we shoot video, and in that room I can be anywhere in the world, traders. It is the best thing on earth. Today's technology, you cannot beat it, and it helps me to help you become better analysts and better traders. So, traders, I'm going to say this. Keep your emotions out of trading at all times. You know what the motto is there, right? Stops are in, emotions are out. We'll get to that in a few minutes. For now, follow me. Let me show you the green screen room. Goodbye, sweet Omni Camp. I'll see you in about 10 minutes. I love this place. I just love this place. What's there not to love here? It's just full of technology. So now we step out of the office and to the next room where we do a lot of filming and make a lot of great videos. This is our green screen room, and it will rival just about any studio out there that I've been to so far. We can do some stuff in this room like this. Watch. I'm going to show you right now. I come skirting over here, and I want to do a lesson. And if I feel like doing a lesson, and in that lesson I want to talk to my fans in Vegas, I can just sit down in this chair, and I can say, okay, I think I feel like being in Vegas right now. And then in a flash, I could be sitting in Vegas. And here is what I mean by that. Hey, my crew, are you guys ready to show the world what we can do in here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hey, take me to New York. Bring me to my New York set. And here we are, traders, lovely New York City. I'm sitting in New York. All right, flame off. Take me to Vegas. Bring me to my Vegas office. Here we are, lovely Las Vegas. You know what? Put me on the moon, Mike. I want to go to the moon.
To the moon we go.
Here we are on the moon. I can be anywhere I want to be, traders. It doesn't get any better than this. I will use all of this technology every single day to teach you traders how to get this right, how to trade markets correctly, certainly how to analyze the markets. And with those techniques and my help sitting in those live chat rooms, I think you traders from Las Vegas can do much better today than you're doing with your trading now. So traders, if you don't mind, make sure you come back and see me next week. Next Sunday at 11:30 a.m. I will do another show, and in that show I will make sure that there is lesson after lesson. You've already seen the Omni Camp, so nothing to waste time on in the next show. So I am going to teach you how to call these markets correctly. Make sure you tune in next Sunday, 11:30 a.m., Channel 12 on Cox Cable, my LV TV. Traders, remember this, and I want you to say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, because it'll help to keep your emotions out of trading. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Yeah.
Making money in the markets is not an easy thing to do.
That's why I ordered this free book and demonstration disc from Metastock.
Metastock uses technical analysis, good solid information.
Not just hunches or guesses. This helps me make better trading decisions.
I find the best trades and I can decide when to buy and when to sell.
With Metastock, I trade more confidently.
And that's helped me be more successful.
Go to metastock.com/TG8 right now for Metastock's free demonstration disc and a free book on trading strategies.
Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.